case was brought on by one of the co-defendants in this Rico case against Trump. It was Michael Roman, who this case was brought forth. And of course, as you mentioned, the ex-wife had all of the receipts. She had bank statements. She had a lot of this stuff, provided it to him. And then Michael Roman attorneys filed this animus saying, hey, there's a conflict of interest happening here within this case, and we need to get to the bottom of this before it can proceed any further. And at first, to be honest with you, Rob, I didn't think this was going to go anywhere when I was first started reporting on the story, because you see the same stuff. Oh, we're going to sue them. This is going to happen. And nothing ever happens, right? We got a lot of jaded people inside the chat too would testify to that same thing. Oh, nothing's going to happen. And I was surprised when then there was a trial date set for this, an evidentiary or whatever it's called hearing. I was like, whoa, there's an actual hearing going to happen now? And then the hearing started to happen. And I was like, there's no way they're going to call Fani Willis to the stand. There's no way they're going to call Nathan Wade to the stand. And then they did. They brought him up. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're going to start dropping receipts, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. My default, for good reason, is the same as yours, that no one who's criminal in this establishment will ever face any consequences whatsoever. Sometimes they have to sacrifice a low-level person and then just brush it aside and move on. But yeah, the default position is that this corruption will go unchecked because, unfortunately, this is a bigger conversation, but the truth of the matter is that the establishment Republican Party is perfectly fine with this. They don't care about you or me, and they certainly don't care about someone like Trump or people like DeSantis. They don't care. They wanted to get back to the Mitt Romney, the Mitch McConnell party. And so they'll just sit there and go, oh, gee willikers, I guess what's going on. So I'm with you. I, too, was startled that it got to this. And, it's
interesting that you brought up, or you made the comparison to a Jerry Springer show. You're dating yourself there, Ron, and Rob. You're dating yourself there. Sure. Yeah, back in the for you guys in the chat, maybe not know, back in the 1990s, Jerry Springer was a huge, phenomenal hit of reality TV, basically what it was. And it was somewhat scripted, but you would get these people come in, they would have these jilted lovers, and they would have these fights on stage. And bro, you are so on point with that. This was like Jerry Springer, especially when Fani Willis was up there being questioned. The way she was conducting herself and her responses, it's like, yeah, who doesn't keep like $5,000 inside their house in cash? Who doesn't do that? Is that
The best was, I can't remember the exact quote, but the lawyer asked her, like, well, do you have evidence for that? And she's like, or do you have proof for that? And she's like, the testimony of a witness constitutes proof. And it's like, okay, I'm not a lawyer, but I don't think that's true. I think that's like, you could say something, but you have to have evidence to back it. Yeah, I mean, it was surreal. She has a chip on her shoulder.
Do you think that look right there is the look of embarrassment of him knowing that the world knows that he had relations with Fani Willis, or that he got caught?
Oh, it's well, not only, here's the thing. It's not either of those, believe it or not. They don't even care. Yeah, I'm sorry to say that we live in a culture now that infidelity is something people are bragging about. You know what I mean? Like, and so like what that look is, we got caught lying under oath.